Hello, thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your weekly astrological overview for week commencing the 3rd of March. As we make our way into this new month, we do so with a sense of renewed optimism, I feel, because the Sun combines with Jupiter in a trine on Monday and Tuesday. Now, Jupiter, of course, is the planet of hope, optimism and growth, but in traditional astrology is to do with fortune, good luck. And some people, of course, still see astrology as being about luck. Modern astrologers tend to think that Jupiter is about when we time things. And if you do try to do something more progressive this week, certainly the early parts of the week can be the time to go for it. But these two also combined on the back of that new moon, that Pisces new moon, which occurred at the end of last week. And it's worth mentioning that the backdrop of this is going to go on for the rest of March. So there can be a sense of more purposefulness for all of us, a sense of things moving forwards, because February was a very tricky month with a lot of connections between Mercury and also the Sun with Neptune, and also Mercury's retrograde was bogging us all down and causing quite a lot of enervation and confusion. However, as this week goes on, there's more good news because Jupiter also starts to go forwards from its own retrograde on Thursday, and Venus moves into the uber sociable Aquarius, where it will be for 28 days. Now, strangely, Venus has been making its way through Capricorn on an extremely extended transit, one which began on the 5th of November. I think if you are somebody who likes things to be light and bubbly and have lots of comings and goings around your social scene, this will suit you down to the ground. But Venus in Capricorn did have its benefits. It's very profound and it asks us to take relationships seriously, but it was involved in that combination with Pluto for quite a lot of the time, and of course it was in opposition with Jupiter, which led to a certain amount of excess. Now it's in the more practical Aquarius, and of course Aquarius is famed for being rather detached when it comes to loving. But if a relationship has been driving you mad because it seems to be so confused, this change can actually be good. It can just dry everything out. It can help you to think in a more objective way than perhaps was the case when Pluto was putting the pressure on Venus in Capricorn. Now, the other thing that occurs this week is that Mercury, also in Aquarius still, does get duffed up, gets challenged by Saturn in the latter part of this week, which is not going to be so easy to bear. Saturn, of course, is now twisting backwards. It's began its retrograde at the end of last week, along with Mars. And this could see some more idealistic or novel or original ideas be met with a wall of resistance from someone or a body who are more traditional and like things done their way, the old way, or the way that suits their agenda. So if you're someone who's particularly fair-minded, that could be very frustrating. The quarter moon, which occurs right on Saturday, is actually in the bright and bubbly Gemini, but it's squaring up with the Sun in Pisces still. So here they're both mutable planets. It suggests some hopes may come and go a little bit. There could be some things that don't really stand up the test of a challenge or time in the following week. But it's not massive stuff. And the overwhelming thing for me this week is Jupiter going forwards, Venus moving into Aquarius, and that wonderful alliance between Jupiter and the Sun, which continues in the shape of the new moon for the rest of March, and also that the Sun in Pisces continues to angle brilliantly with Pluto through to Friday, and that in itself points towards transformation, either deep within us or in our circumstances. And as always with Pluto, whether we choose things or not, sometimes there's a wider reason which in the fullness of time actually makes us realise that there is something higher and bigger than us that does sometimes know best. Thank you for joining me, good luck, and goodbye for now.